Let me get this all going here. Don't know why it's doing that. All right. Let's check this. Trying to get everything set up and going. Sometimes things take a little bit more time than others. I don't know why, but they do. Let me call up John and see what's going on. Hello, hello, hello.
What's up?
Not much. How are you doing?
Good. What's going on? I got Doc in tonight.
Oh, you do? Did you give him the link?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, not yet. I just got here, right? But I'll probably just send him a message and say, show up. Yeah, I'll give him this one at about like 10 to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can switch him over. I think he's in, like, when I hit options to add people.
Yep.
I
He
think
should
he's
be
there.
already over there.
Yeah. But I don't want to, I'm not going to send him a link a half hour early.
Yeah.
So how's your weekend?
It seemed like it went too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Mine was good. Although, I don't know. I enjoy my weekdays better almost.
Yeah. There we go. Still trying to get. Having some issues with one of the platforms for logging in. I don't know. All of them are up except for one. I'm like, and what's weird is it that same platforms allow me to broadcast to all the other platforms, even though it's like, come on. Welcome in, everybody that's joined us already. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming in. Let me see. Yeah, I thought maybe
Hmm.
Brent would show up tonight.
He couldn't make it tonight. He had a previous arrangement.
Yep.
I should almost move him to the first Sunday slot, though, if he doesn't mind. You know, then I can do like, or bring on like Doc the next week, and maybe like uh Nancy once a month. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like, I don't know, Yotivation the last day, something like that. I don't know.
Uh, might be, I don't know how, what Nancy's schedule is on Sunday nights.
Hmm.
Might be easier during the week with her because the way she does stuff. Yeah, but
Hmm.
I started a new show yesterday. I don't know if you knew that.
No, what is
Yeah,
it?
brand new show. I restarted Cafe Enigma, and Roger Hansen is going to be the host of that show.
Oh, nice. And it's on Saturday nights, you said?
Yep, Saturday nights, 8 to 10 Eastern. Uh,
Cool.
we had a pretty good turnout for the first show, so I'm real happy with that.
Good. Maybe we'll have Roger on here next week to kind of pump that up.
That'd be cool. And it was kind of neat because Roger had a lot of energy, for Roger, But I think that was part of it too. It's like uh, he and I had been working on over the last few months to get this going and rolling, and that.
Hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, let me do it, Mark." I'm like, "Okay." I wasn't gonna bring it back, because I I had it before. I'm like, nah, I don't know if I really want to do this anymore. 10 years was enough. 10 and a half years was
Uh-huh.
enough. And then just me, and then you know the format. Everybody that tried to come in after that, they would mess the format up, and try to do weird and things that the show was never intended to talk about. I'm like, no, that's not in the show description. Come on now, if you're going to do this, do it right, and um, you know let's or and I shelved it. I mean, I've shelved Cafe Enigma like 3 times in the past.
Mm.
you know, I even brought it back as well. I'm want to try something different with it, the all new. And I'm like, oh,
Well, I was
come
going to
on,
ask about that.
huh?
I was going to ask about that because the last one was the all new Cafe Enigma.
Yeah,
What
no,
is this, like the all new and improved?
no, this is Roger is going to take and do this the way I did it. This
Hmm.
from the past. Have clip from In Search of, or Cosmos, or something like that. And then once we take and he gets that, play the clip for that, then we come in and we discuss, the topic. So it's roughly about an hour and 15 minutes of chit chat, on the discussion of the topic. Next week he's going to talk about the Tunguska explosion. I don't know
Hmm.
if you ever heard of that before.
Is that was over Russia?
Yeah. Eh,
Yeah. It was the same night, if I'm not mistaken, that the Great Chicago Fire happened,
yeah. Mhm.
which is interesting.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's right.
I had a nice, easy weekend. No complaints, nothing to even blink at. And gosh, now I actually got some days off here in front of me. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You got time off over there?
Well, yeah, I mean, so yeah, if I want to go somewhere, now's the time to do it.
Hey, Roger. I don't know if you heard what CS said or not, but he's probably going to want to have you come in and talk about Cafe Enigma. In
next Sunday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, next Sunday night. Let's do it. You can pump your show up and get all hyped up and spend some time doing some what we call cross marketing.
Yeah, cross pollination of shows. Yep.
And congrats on that. That sounds like a lot of fun. You guys should kill it.
Yeah, and he says he says he can and will. That's good.
Oh, he can and will. Okay. Yeah, good.
Right.
Perfect.
He normally restreams us anyways. Awesome.
Oh, let's see. What do I want to lead with tonight?
He says, sounds good.
All right. Oh, let's see. What do I want to lead with tonight? I'm not sure what I even want to start with tonight. A
good story?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I want to lead with. I'm just kind of thinking about these.
Thanks, Roger. Roger, I'm still working on some stuff over here. If you see anybody in chat, give them shouts, please. And you can pin them if you want, or let them for me to be pinned.
Okay, cool. I got Doc on the wing, coming in here in just a second.
Okay.
Oh, I should watch the thing in case he sits in the lobby. I don't even have it open. Boom. Okay. Oh, no, what is it, baby? Okay. He's in the lobby.
All right. Can you hear me
Hey,
now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Doc,
good
how you
now.
doing, man?
Good.
What's
Thanks for
going
having
on?
me on again, guys.
Not much.
My pleasure, man. You know, Barry's stepping away from the Sunday night show. He's still going to do the Wednesday, but he needs to step away from the Sunday for a little while. So if you want to come back next week and the week thereafter and so on and so forth, you're more than welcome. I could
Yeah,
use your help.
usually Sundays are a good day usually.
Okay. Yeah, I could use the help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Filling 2 hours by myself is not the easiest thing in the world.
I can imagine.
Yeah, all of a sudden my throat starts cracking and I'm like, I need water. Choking on a bong toke in the middle of a monologue.
That doesn't help. No.
Exactly. So how's Rose City treating you?
Well, I mean, where I'm at is okay. The taxes and stuff are what they are. The living expenses is pretty out of control, right? We're in Oregon's in recession already, so
okay.
it's pretty rough up here. But as far as that goes, but my neighborhood's pretty nice. We have our sheriff's pretty hardcore, so they don't mess around. But I go a mile up the road, get into Portland city limits. It's somewhere between Mad Max and 2020 all over again.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Trump said he might start dropping the hammer on those guys.
I wish he would come in and actually arrest the politicians who are breaking the law, because that would make some permanent change. But I mean, I'll take whatever I can get at this point. If he can come in and help clean up the vagrants, that would be a start. Because I know they're not. I at this point send them to the Aleutian Islands. I don't care. Like I was homeless in this area when I first moved here. You know, some circumstances I couldn't quite control, and so I lived in my school bus for a year and a half. And the people that are homeless here want to be homeless here. They have no interest in participating in society. And the ones that we could help are mostly crazy people we could get off the street and get into some kind of care facility. Almost everybody, all the other ones, I mean, the people that actually want help don't get it. And the only thing that they do is at least in Portland, is make sure that all the drug addicts are fed and clothed and have new tents. It's really intentional destruction of the city. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what we're going to start with tonight. Do you have anything on the top of your head that's just burning a hole in your pocket you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, one that a lot of people disagree with me on is we shouldn't be blowing up drug runner boats in Venezuela, but I'm sure you've talked about that already this week.
Yeah, we've covered it, but you know, I'll take the other side of that and say, yeah, go for it. You know, each one of those boats is a death sentence for, I don't know, 100 Americans, 200 Americans.
I understand the impulse. I do. You know, like it's one of those. There is a justifiable argument that it is a type of warfare, especially the fentanyl. But I think it comes down to the same problem, I feel like, as the street vagrants. You can clean up the vagrants and whatever, but if you don't change the leadership at the top, and we know for a fact that our government has been basically instrumental in creating what the cartel are. And unless we're willing to address those issues, nothing will change. They'll just move routes.
Yeah. I hear you. The demand thing is just a constant, you know. There's just addicted people everywhere, you know.
Yeah, and you got to address that issue.
Yeah. It kind of does when you say that. It kind of does come down to the vagrants. It's not like it. It's actually one and the same issue. If you know what I mean? When you think of that perspective, because that's just the demand end of the equation. And if the demand wasn't there, there wouldn't be the, the reward.
Yeah, exactly.
God, and what was it? Noriega? No, what was that really the biggest like drug dealer? I mean, he had money stashed in barrels like everywhere
El
down
Chapo?
in Mexico. El Chapo, yeah, either one. I mean,
Noriega. Really. I mean, they both did. Yeah.
Exactly. Like so much money, they just have like you go into their spare bedroom and it's just stacked with cash to the ceiling.
Yeah, you never hear about Manuel Noriega anymore.
Well, no, because
I was in Panama when we picked him up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was. There were quite a few times when I was stationed down there that on the way back at the bus station, I would watch him out there waving his little machete around. Well, it wasn't little, but his machete around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a crazy one. Didn't we sponsor him too?
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah,
he was ex-CIA.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Maduro, because we were all up in Maduro for a minute before he turned crazy communist.
He got a better deal from the Chicoms and Russians.
Yeah, it's a problem with when you hire mercenaries. There's always somebody out there who can offer them a better deal. That's why I like having actual, Western Hemisphere loyalists in charge, like El Salvador's Bukele or Milei in Argentina.
Or Trump in America.
Yeah, Bolsonaro would be. They're prosecuting him down in Brazil. They're going after him hard.
Farage in the UK, I've kind of lost faith in the dude.
Yeah, it's he's too. He feels like a stopgap by the machine. He feels like he was placed there to capture the movement, and the movement has certainly outgrown him. They're gonna win. Reform's gonna win, but they're gonna need new leadership when that happens.
Next weekend they're having that Tommy Robinson thing in London. That'll be really interesting.
Yeah,
it's a powder keg over there, dude.
Yeah, I fear they're going to.
We'll get to it in a minute. We'll get to all that in a minute. Let's talk about it on the air. I don't want to talk about it all beforehand and run out of
For sure.
But let's see. You're familiar with the format of how we have to jump from room to room?
Yes.
Okay. And Mark, I think, can just add you to the next one and just go bing, bang, boom, and it should just ring, and you pick up, and you're there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, boy.
At least that's how it should work, right?
Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Yeah, well, I had some issues the other day, but, sometimes it's, if someone goes into the room early and it just kind of messes stuff up.
Messes the timing up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I made a big old thing of spaghetti yesterday, and it was just so good. Like, I make it and then put it in Tupperware and eat it over the next day or two.
Yeah, that's the way to. Spaghetti is always best the second and third day. It really is.
Yeah, you throw it in olive oil and.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm enjoying the hell out of that this weekend.
Yeah, that's good home cooked meals. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife do. We make we cook all of the food for a week, basically, one night, and then because she works nights, and so we have 4 or 5 meals in the fridge, and that's just what we eat for a week.
Yeah,
it makes it a lot easier to do all. You don't have so much. Oh, what am I gonna make tonight?
You just know you got that chili mac or whatever. Just
I got some tacos in there right now.
Oh, nice.
You're under Doc 69 tonight, right?
Well, that's
For
what
here.
my Microsoft just dock is fine.
No. I mean,
No, for
Oh
to
yeah,
find you.
yeah. That's
Okay.
my Microsoft ID.
Yep.
It's one I had since high school when my
Yep.
football
Yep.
number was 69.
Okay, you're in that.
You know,
You're in that group already. Then I didn't see you light up or anything over there, so I'm like, okay, baby,
it's like
that's not you.
it's like before you thought of the ramifications of putting 69 in your lifelong Microsoft IT name.
Yeah, for real. Like I think I was 16 when I created that email. I think.
Yeah. Now you're like
Yeah.
45. It's like, dude.
Yeah, look, it's my high school football number, guys.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually had to create when I first got my very first coaching job. I had to change my email. My head coach was like, "You need to get a new email address." I was like, "Okay."
All right,
You
so
watch?
we probably will switch rooms here in about 2 minutes.
Right on, right on. Did you watch any of the college football this weekend?
No,
No.
don't really watch much.
Yeah. College football is my what I watch for fun, but I like to bet on football as well because I know it so well.
And AI is apparently really at the cutting edge of that stuff.
Oh yeah, there's some craziness going on in that. That's could be a thing for the show. They're using agentic AI to help people bet,
Exactly, yeah, and they're getting like 60-65% win ratios.
which is
Insane.
enough to to
Quit your day job.
That changes things for Vegas or the betting markets though. When you have people that can score, because that'll throw things all out of whack. They count on people losing at least 50% of the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if man, it's almost like Moneyball, right?
Yeah.
You know, where it's just they have to rethink how it changes the game, and you go out and just like do your own AI research to offset it, kind of thing. I don't know.
Well, it'll be an arms race. That's what AI is going to create in almost any field that data analysis exists.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
I'm gonna hang up here.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna end
just
this
hang up
one.
right now.
No, I'm gonna end this one, and then we'll go over to the next one.
All right.
Do 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 do. No, oh, there he is.
All right.
No, it's not letting him in.
I thought I just heard his voice.
No, that was me. Or that was from him before. Keep saying leaving. Give him the link again. Oh, crap.
See chat. Oops.
Always worrying about this, and now I'm behind on my other stuff. I'm like, okay. Well,
I sent it to him in.
We started a group meeting. Okay. I don't see him at all.
I just sent him the link.
There he is.
All right.
With that bitchin' avatar.
That is a classic.
I used to follow a band called the Little Blue Crunchy Things, and they kind of had avatars like that. Like cartoon images like that, but they were blue, of course, right?
Yeah. That's what that's what it reminds me of, band stickers.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, you give me 30 seconds with Photoshop with that, I can make it blue real easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
30 seconds.
Oh God.
Is that enough time to go pee?
Nope.
Oh God. Let me get a cup then. Hold on.
No. Because of that, I put another file in because I thought you were wasn't screwing around and needed to. All right. So okay.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Hold,
you
hold on here.
didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What? I
Yeah.
asked you if that's
Now
enough
it's
time to
30
pee in
seconds.
Saul's
Yeah, I
voice,
added.
and you take it seriously.
Yeah, for once. Hey, one day
God.
you'll thank me for that. But anyways.
Yeah, another 30 seconds isn't enough time to pee anyway. All right,
Anyways,
let's
here's your
get this
countdown.
underway.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I counted really quick, so. You are live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for September 7th, 2025. And with me tonight, I've got Doc Tor 420. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well, and yourself?
Can't complain, man.
Nobody
It's
listens.
a absolutely stunning night out here, and the sun's about to set and gonna light up the night sky, I'm sure, with a beautiful sunset. And can't complain. Hanging out with my dog and loving it. How about you?
Doing pretty well. Just hanging out with the dog here on the couch, talking with you, having a good night.
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming in tonight. Always appreciate it when you come by. And so let's dive into some of the news going on in the world. And I asked you before we started if there was anything on your mind that you kind of wanted to talk about. So why don't we just dive in with what you brought up at that point? Well, bring up the backstory and just explain to everybody what happened.
Well, we all know, I think, by this point that the Trump administration, the new Department of War, awesome. I like getting rid of the euphemism of defense, but took a shot at a Venezuela, what appeared to be a smuggling boat, a drug smuggling boat, and blew it up. And I happen to be one of the few out there that is absolutely think this is a terrible precedent to start setting, and I think it is it's the wrong direction to go in this fight. I think there's a much better tactical way to go about it.
When you say precedent, though, drone strikes have been a thing forever. I mean, Obama, how many people did he drone? Right.
Oh, right. No, I mean this specific with this specific engagement, what we've now set is a new precedent of violence in this engagement, because people may not know, but we're blockading Venezuela as well. We have a whole array of ships, and I think we have half a dozen or more F-35s on an aircraft carrier out there. I mean, so we have a significant military presence off the coast of Venezuela right now because we want to arrest Maduro, or at least get him out of power. I mean, couldn't imagine why. It might, have something to do with the oil, but who knows? But I think that you're setting an engagement where this becomes kind of war rather than a policing exercise. And I think the next escalation is probably going to be end up dropping bombs in Venezuela, or an engagement with their Air Force, at least at some point. I mean, I could even see a Gulf of Tonkin type thing happening. And that's just, if we want to attack the narco terrorists, how about we go after the banks laundering their money and deal with our homeless population, which is the foundation of their demand. I mean, those are two things we could address here instead of blowing up boats, which cost a lot of money and don't really stop the drugs.
Yeah, we were talking about Portland beforehand, and how these two things could almost go hand in hand. The war on drugs, it has two fronts. The one front is the users here in America on our streets all over the country, from coast to coast, that are snorting this stuff up. then you got the other end of the war on drugs, which is the cartels on the ground, in or on the Gulf of Mexico or whatever you want to call it, the Caribbean, where we go and blow them out of the water. 11 people were killed there. And we were talking about it beforehand. I kind of said, that's 11 people from their end. They're a terrorist organization. How many lives were saved by the fact that fentanyl, those drugs, never made it into the United States? How many people would have died of overdoses from that insane amount of drugs that they had on that ship?
Well,
So where's
mean,
the balance there, right?
there is a little bit, but I mean, I also know from living down along the border myself in Arizona that the catch ratio, basically for every one you catch, 3 to 5 get through. And so let's assume the rate's a little bit worse for the ocean because, ocean's a little harder to hide in. It's harder to have, you kind of got to do it all at once. You can't do like 3 guys here, 3 guys there. So maybe it's, 1 gets caught for every 3, that get through, or every 2 that get through. The end of the day, that's the cost of doing business for them. That's not really, I mean, sure, it might scare the guys that are voluntarily doing the runs. Sure.
Well, Marco Rubio brought that up, right? And he said when we, arrest and confiscate, they bake that into the pie, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But when you blow the ship out of the water, they're going to be way less reluctant to get on the next one.
Well, yeah, I mean, the voluntary, the guys who do it for profit, yeah. But then they move to phase 2 of a mule, which is they kidnap you and your boat, and they kidnap your family. And if they don't get you to do what they want, they feed you to their dogs. That's the problem with dealing with terrorists, right? I mean, we're dealing with people who they are willing to do whatever it takes to make their money. And I think that's an attack vector we can get. The banks are in our borders that are laundering their money. The banks are the people that are donating to our politicians. I mean, we know who's laundering their money. $63 billion a year of Chinese cartel money is being laundered through our banks. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You make a very, very good point there. That going after the banks is just a no-brainer. It's the easiest first step. Why don't they do it, right?
Yeah. I mean, we got all these financial auditors in the IRS that we just hired on, and they're keeping. Let's turn them on the banks and figure out where all this dark money's coming from. Why don't we do that? Well, I think some of your listeners may know why we don't do that. It's because a lot of it's connected to us. The Iran-Contra affair, stuff like that.
It's not where does the money come from? Where does it end up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What they're afraid of. Yeah.
Because a lot of people out there are making fat money. I mean, we just got a laundry list of the squad members who are coming out as closet multimillionaires.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Ilhan Omar went to $30 million in like 2 years.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, the only one who hasn't made oodles and oodles of money is AOC. Although she does have a book deal coming, so we'll see how much she gets on that end.
Yeah, and how much do we know, too? She's got that boyfriend, fiance.
Right, exactly.
And that's how they all funnel it through their boyfriends, their, trusted others.
Yep, exactly.
Their husbands who happen to be their brothers, too, all kinds of shady stuff.
Yes, all kinds of things. I mean, that's what I like. I don't actually mind that we eliminate cartel drug lords. I don't have a problem with them being executed. That's not my complaint. My complaint is I want an actual solution to this problem that's been going on my entire life. You say that we have these cartels down south. How about we stop doing deals with them and cut them off from the banks? And let's see if they can peddle their wares then. Yeah.
And again, this is coming to Mexico. This is coming to, places much closer to home.
Yeah.
And you mentioned retaliation as well. And that could very well be happening on our streets because of what we're going to be doing in the months ahead. When we punch the Mexican cartels, they're going to punch back.
Yeah, at least there is one part about the cartel that I will give them credit. They generally don't go after civilians because that's their base. That's where their money is. They tend to go after politicians. So, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas politicians better keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen ample evidence in the past of money going into politics in Arizona,
Oh
from
yes,
the cartels,
yes.
from dirty, and my lord, the Mexican government is bought and paid for.
Well, they are the
About
cartel.
yeah, they're just an extension of it, cutting checks
Yeah.
from, cashing
Yeah.
checks. There was a Mexican politician who filmed from the floor of the Senate there and showed one of the heads of the cartels just casually sitting down in a chair, like, 10 feet from her, next to one of her opponents, I assume, just casually sitting there doing business,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
She's
I
like,
mean,
what does this country come to?
it's completely controlled by them, and I think what we as a nation need to come to grips with is the United States, deep state, rogue elements who want to overthrow governments in every part of the world have empowered them with weapons and protection for many, many decades. And I think we need to change that part of our dealings with this. We really need to look inside because a lot of the, as they say, the calls coming from within the house, a lot of our guys are connected to this, so especially a lot of the people that were there in the 80s and the 90s who are now older and in charge and in the Senate, things like that. They were involved in this stuff, and we need to clean house. I think that would help a lot to solve a lot of the problem. But,
Yeah.
they don't want to do the hard thing.
Yeah. And it's insane the amount of money that those guys are raking in. I mean, I don't know if they're quite where they were during the Biden administration, but they were making, every single person that came over the Mexican border was
Just give
anywhere
it
from like
a little
$1,000 to
second there.
$15,000, depending on where they came from and their background.
Yeah.
Money, billions, tens
Chinese,
of billions.
The Chinese were paying more than that. The Chinese were paying upwards of 5,000 apiece because they were getting their little special trips, special protection.
And kickback money for the fentanyl that they're sending. I mean, just this last week, we intercepted a cargo ship filled with the precursor chemicals for fentanyl that was on its way from China to Mexico.
Yep.
And, again, it's a cargo ship. I don't know how much of it was filled with this stuff, but you get my point. It's ridiculous. We can't be letting that happen. That is just an act of war by China and Mexico.
Well, it is. Yeah, and again, I agree with that point of it. We're in agreement there that is clearly being used as a weapon by adversaries, clearly. But there are ways to choke it off on our end that we're not addressing, and that's my biggest concern. I hate this cheering for what seems to be a precursor to invading or overthrowing the government of Venezuela, instead of actually dealing with narco traffickers, which we're not really.
So going after the banks, bottom line.
Yeah, I want to go after the banks. Absolutely.
I agree. But I also think that, if you've got a bomb coming towards your shore, you're allowed to sink it.
I mean, we just have a fundamental disagreement with whether or not that would be useful. But I mean, I understand that cartel members should be put to death. They are terrible, terrible human beings. I understand that. I just don't want to go to war with Venezuela. That I'd rather actually stop the drug trafficking.
I hear you. And they had a couple of their F-14s buzz one of our ships the other day.
Yeah.
And and honestly, you say the word and those things are blown out of the sky in a second.
Of course.
And worst case scenario, maybe our ship takes a hit, but they're not going to sink it. And if they do, it's over.
No, I don't think Venezuela stands a chance against us, but
not even a remote.
Yeah.
It's what they need to do is rise up, install a new leader, and start from scratch, and give their citizens rights, put them in a constitution, and guarantee their rights. And all of a sudden, bam! And 5-10 years from now, it'll be amazing.
Well,
number one destination
you have the influence of two really great leaders in South America to help them out. Like,
Yeah.
you just, I understand we need to get rid of Maduro. I hate communists. I hate them.
Hmm.
They're terrible
Sure.
for everything about life. They destroy life. But we have to be smart about this. I don't want a flood of Venezuelans going everywhere in South America causing problems. I want them to stay in Venezuela and overthrow their own government. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think we can beat the cartels with military. We got to beat them with money, because that's what matters to them.
Yeah. Yeah, you make it impossible for them to, you know, clean any of their money. Then they're just left with suitcases full of dirty money they can't spend anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yep. That, at least that's how I see it. I mean, you know, lots of people disagree with me, clearly, but you know, that's just how I see it. I want to get to the root of the problem. I've lost friends to the drugs.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
Mhm.
It's a terrible blight on our society to see what the cities have become, and we need to fix that. But I don't think we can fix it with bombs, because I think bombing everybody's kind of how we got here.
Well, this, you know, all-out war on drugs has just been a complete failure and a money pit.
Yeah.
You know, it never is going to end. It's just, but at the same time, you know, when China is sending over the precursors to fentanyl to Mexico for them to process it, that is an act of war on both ends. And, you know, they should be treated as such. Anyone involved in that should be treated as such.
Yeah, I you know, I don't disagree. I think there is a better way to approach it. And instead of, like, for example, with this particular boat, had we intercepted it and they fought back and then they were blown up, I'm fine with that. But that puts us at risk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I understand it, but I would prefer that we captured these guys and got intel out of them, and then put them in the Supermax in El Salvador.
Yeah. And then confiscated all their drugs, put them in some CIA warehouse where it then gets recirculated back into another operation they're doing.
Unfortunately, yeah. That's the downside. Like, at some point, like in 25 years, I'm certain we're going to find out somebody in the CIA was working with somebody to move fentanyl in this country.
Yeah, they confiscate it from this cartel, give it over to this one. You know, here it is washed in you know, you can get it in Miami clean and free in the United States, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, you know, as a payoff. There's no doubt that stuff goes on. But hey, you know, who am I to question our I mean, what do you even call that? Those guys are just those agencies are out there, man. They're out there.
And they've been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good at it.
Yeah, very good. They know things, you know, they know better than us, is the sad part, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In a lot of cases, they know better than us, so therefore it's just going to be kind of the way it's going to be, and we're going to move guns through this country because whatever, you know. But
yeah, it's the sad reality of the world we live in right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into some other news that's going on in the world. The UK has just been a tinderbox lately. Have you been keeping up with all this?
Yeah, watching the Lotus Eaters pretty regularly, so I keep up to date with it pretty good. Yeah.
The Lotus Eaters are fantastic. I've always been a big fan of Sargon of Akkad, aka Carl Benjamin, and his new, you know, venture. Well, I wouldn't call it new anymore. It's probably 5 years old. The Lotus Eaters.
Oh yeah.
They do a lot of phenomenal commentary coming out of the UK to just give you a grip on what's happening over there from their perspective as Englishmen.
As conservative Englishmen, yes.
Yes, with their suits and ties and bow ties and, you know.
Yes, very
it's
English,
nice.
And I love it.
Very English, yeah. They just don't break out the T as much as I'd like to see.
Well, you know, you gotta watch the paid subscriber section afterward to get to Lads Hour.
Oh, okay, the Lads Hour, where it's cognac and tea and whatever.
Or pints, depending on who's on the show that day.
Okay. But yeah, they are talking about everything going on out there in the UK, and It's actually kind of crazy what's been happening because of these protests. They've just announced that they're going to close many of the migrant hotels and move them to military barracks.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is new. I didn't hear that. That's interesting.
this is according to Gateway Pundit. Paul Saran, September 7th, 2025. I saw this last night and was like, well, okay, this is a big U-turn.
Yeah, it is.
Dozens of asylum from the Telegraph. Dozens of asylum hotels are to be closed after they became the focal points for nationwide protest against illegal immigration. The Telegraph understands ministers are also close to agreeing on a one-in, one-out return deal with Germany, having already sealed one with France. On Sunday, Defense Secretary John Healey confirmed he is considering using military sites to house asylum seekers temporarily. So there we go. Now this one-in, one-out deal is complete garbage, made up BS, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they have so many illegals coming in every day on the coast through the boats that, yeah, that one in, one out is nonsense. Yeah.
Well, and you got to remember with the UK, the term illegal, like we think of illegals here in the United States very differently. It's just anybody who kind of comes over the border. In the UK, they've got the asylum seekers that are not illegals.
Yeah. The asylum seekers. Yeah, they're a whole different. That's a whole different group of people. Yes.
Exactly. So when they say there's 30,000 illegal migrants, the boat people, it seems like a very small number. I mean, we were taking that number in the United States on a daily basis almost under Biden, right?
For like 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a distinction and a sleight of hand that they do in the news over there when they talk about illegals versus asylum seekers. Because these asylum seekers have come from all over the world. They've traveled through dozens of countries to get to the United Kingdom and then said, hey, I want to seek asylum here. And they said, okay, would you like a hotel and a credit card?
And a phone and a driver's license and health care.
Yep. Exactly. How about all this stuff? Welcome aboard. You know what I mean? It's like, welcome, mate. Here's your 4-star hotel right downtown in Canary, what is it called? Canary Bay? No. Canary Wharf. The high-end part of London where all the high rises are, and they've got these rooms that look out over the water. Gorgeous. Amenities, you name it. And there's been so many protests there that these people can't even leave. They can't even leave. So what's the point of even being there? You know what I mean? Like, there's too many pissed off British people outside for you to walk outside and start like walking down the street to go get, a Coke or something,
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You don't see the English get this riled up very often, so things have to be bad. I heard a stat the other day. They have several thousand people in jail for tweets and social media posts.
30 a day.
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah. That's level. That's communist Russia type stuff that they're dealing with over there. And you combine the immigration with the 2-tier justice policing on top of the censorship. That's a powder keg just waiting to be lit on fire. That and luckily this Scottish girl situation got sorted out.
Yeah,
because that seemed like it had. That seemed like it had the fire to it because they arrested her for a minute. She's probably still going to end up getting charged, but they did arrest the 2 people that tried to kidnap her and her sister. But I mean, they were denying that it was even an attack in the public. It was crazy over there. I just I don't understand how they let it get this bad. I really don't. I mean, I guess they are where we would have been if we got Kamala, though.
Dude, it's got to be. It must be happening with the blessings of the royal family. It just can't happen without King Charles saying, yes, I want this, keep doing it. And Elizabeth, the same, let's do this. I don't see how they can all be in on the, letting this happen after so many elections, after Brexit, after just so many people running on anti-immigration platforms, winning, and nothing is ever done.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds an awful lot like every country in Europe these days, though, doesn't it? I mean, it does seem like a
Yeah,
plan from the top. Like, I
yeah.
would, if it wasn't, would they do anything differently? You know, I mean,
Hmm.
it certainly seems like the people at the very tippity top of Europe have decided that their people are no longer as valuable as every other poor person across the globe. I don't know
Exactly,
why, but it seems that's the case.
and we were on that path as well in the United States here till Trump got, till Trump won.
Yeah,
Now it's
very
a whole
true.
nother ballpark, it really is. Now it's a whole nother game. And we have shown Europe that, boom, you flip a switch, you can turn it off tomorrow,
Yeah,
you know?
you can just stop people at the border. You just cannot, just don't let them in. Poland's been doing it. Poland's been trying to show the rest of Europe how to do it, but for some
Yeah.
reason they just are all in on it over there. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's exactly. And I think it's really frustrating. That's why they tried to kill Donald Trump. That's why they tried to, arrest him and throw lawfare at him in every direction possible, because he's showing the world how simple it is to stop this stuff. He did it in like the first 60 days. It wasn't even like, it wasn't like, it took him 4 years to get it done. He did it in the first 2 months. And
Yeah,
now
they
it's
put up
behind
some
him in the
fence.
rearview
Yeah,
mirror, you know?
yeah.
Now,
Now it's
now
a
it's just
matter of
about,
getting them out of here.
yeah, finding the really bad guys and getting them out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, okay, that's another thing too, right? Are they actually finding the really bad guys? I mean, they just raided a Hyundai plant with 450 some people that they, found being illegal workers there.
Well, I mean, I would say that the company itself is the bad guy in that situation. You don't
Absolutely.
hire 400 and some odd illegal workers on accident.
Yeah. And many of them were Korean, actually.
Which is not a surprise, really. I mean,
Yeah, it's Hyundai,
yeah. I mean,
So,
but I just that's one of those situations where the company needs to pay a price. That's
yeah. And that's a lot of jobs in a automotive battery, factory that could be going to Americans.
and those are jobs Americans actually want. That
Sure.
that's not picking in the dirt all day. That's a legitimate career job, retirement,
Yeah.
the whole nine. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're even doing there. You put that on your resume and it's like, oh, you work there? Yeah, I was a janitor. Oh, wow. Okay. You were a janitor there. That's like one of the most efficient plants in the country. Of course, you know what you're doing.
Right.
Whatever your job was.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And that union experience is, I mean, it's once people get into a car union, they very rarely leave. And so, if you get illegals in there, you don't have to deal with the union
Yeah.
at all,
So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst of the worst that they went after there, but at the same time, I'm not necessarily against it, right?
Well, I mean, look, all of those people could have applied and gone the legal route and came here and
Mhm.
worked. That's fine. I want the criminals arrested. I want the cartel guys locked up. I want the Chinese spies. I want them kicked out. But again,
Mhm.
there's two different camps on this, right? There's the whole super hardcore right wing who wants to get rid of them all. They all got to go home, right? And
Mhm.
that's. I mean, we got two different sides to please here with just about every decision Trump makes, but I think he's made great progress.
Yeah.
Domestically, I think he's done wonderful. I am very much at odds with his foreign attempts, but that's because he's in favor of America staying an empire, and I'm not. We just have difference of agreement. I kind of knew that going into the Trump presidency. I had no illusions about Trump being that much different than the rest of them. I mean, it's
So
the military.
so
runs this stuff
invading Greenland, you would frown on.
I mean, Greenland. I would take Greenland and Canada. Venezuela, I'm not so much interested in. I'd much rather invade Alaska. Let's build some oil rigs in Alaska.
Oh yeah. Well, they're expanding all that and doing all that kind of good
That
stuff.
is,
But,
yeah. That's like I said. His domestic stuff's been great.
yeah. Energy prices will continue to come down. I firmly believe gas will be cheaper in a year from now instead of God knows where under Kamala Harris. $8, $9, who knows, right?
Well, as long as you don't live on the West Coast, they're trying to kill us over here with gas. They're trying to raise our gas tax again. They're crazy out here.
Now, one thing I remember about driving through Oregon, and tell me if it's still the same way, is that I got out to get some gas and the guy yelled at me.
Yeah, they passed a law finally that you are allowed to pump your own gas if you want to. But for the longest time, it was illegal for you to pump your own gas here. For the longest time.
Yeah. I was coming up 395 through California into Oregon, and as soon as I came through the border, there was a gas station, like right away, and I needed gas, so I pulled in, and whoa, dude, it's okay. You want to pump my gas? Go for it, bro. Right?
Yeah, first time it happened to me was I was driving the bus cross country, pulled into the first diesel stop coming into Oregon, right across the Idaho border, and he comes out and grabs it for me. I'm like, I got it. And he's like, well, I had no idea, and I was like, here, I'll give you $1 to go away and let me do it. Because with the trucks, they're super on them about it because of the spillage. It was really funny though. That experience stuck in my mind, always will. It was definitely a culture shock.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, you could pull up to be a full service, island, and the other ones were just self service, right? If you pulled up the full service, they'd come running out. You'd drive over the bell, they'd look up, see you there, come running out, check your oil.
Yep.
Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah, it wasn't like that though, unfortunately. Now, if it would have been full service, I would have been like, yeah, go ahead. But they don't do that much anymore.
Yeah, no, they don't. But anyway, let's dive back into the news here. We were out in England when I kind of started the last news story I had. Now let's dive into this one because we talk about the two-tiered system, two-tier care.
Yes.
For Kiastama. So we got two-tier care, and we've got what just seems like, there are, like you said, 30 people arrested every single day over there for mean tweets. We had this actor, his name eludes me. He was one of the writers for the IT Crowd, I think is the TV series. And he's from Arizona. He's a resident of Scotland, which is not part of the UK. I'm sorry, Ireland. My bad. Scotland is definitely part of the UK. Ireland is not part of the UK. Northern Ireland is, but Ireland is not. And they're an independent, they're part of the EU. So he's not a resident of the UK. He flew there to do a gig or whatever, and they arrest him in the airport for a mean tweet he did 5 months ago when he was living in Arizona. So, if you are a resident of any country in the world and you tweet something the UK doesn't like, and you go visit there 5 months later, they can arrest you on the spot and, charge you with all kinds of horrible things because somebody was offended.
That's insane.
That's all it's got to be. Just somebody was offended.
Yep. And that couldn't be abused whatsoever, right? It couldn't be people who want to get you in trouble for political reasons, right?
But anyway, we talk about this two-tier system, and it seems like everyone on the left can get away with anything out there, right? But all of a sudden, something changed in the UK, which is Palestine Action. Is a group over there that has been, obviously from the river to the sea, all that kind of stuff. But they've been going after military bases. They did some damage to some fighter jets over there. There's apparently all kinds of things that are happening behind the scenes that the UK government can't even talk about how bad these people are. But they were able to get out a massive number of people to rally in support of Palestine Action and Palestine. Their problem is, they're out there supporting a stated terrorist organization in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
They're not just out there saying, hey, we support Palestine, please, stop the killing. They said, we support Palestine Action. So they arrested 900 of them the other day. 900 of them. Isn't it? I mean, we talk about two-tier system. This is not the two-tier system right here.
But it does go against the kind of Western empire kind of ethos that Israel is our greatest ally, right? I mean, that UK kind of has that same mentality as we do when it comes to that. And I think at this point, the consistent theme in England is if you're against the regime, they're against you. And so it's going to catch both the left and the right occasionally. The left far less so, but the Palestine issue is one that the regime does not like at all, especially because it riles up the local Muslim population as well.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be riling them up.
Oh, they get enough riled up on their own.
They're just trying to like quietly ally with the local Muslim populations while doing things that if they tried to do to those populations, they would behead you, right?
Yes. Yes.
You know, if Muhammad comes home and says, "No, Dad, my name is Sarah. I'm a girl now." Little Muhammad, 10 years old. Yeah, that's a real problem.
Yeah.
Like, you don't mess with, a little Muslim boy and try to tell him he's a girl, because you're going to have, like, he thinks drawing Muhammad is bad. You think, the Charlie Hebdo thing was bad. Try doing that. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing I don't really get about what England's doing, that this left Muslim kind of Islam coalition that they have going on over there, because the moment Islam gets in charge, that's the end of the left. So I don't really know.
Palestine.
Yeah, exactly.
Trans people for Palestine. Like, good luck with that, man.
Yeah, I think that's a very dangerous game they're playing.
Yeah, in the short run, it may look, might make you look like you're virtue signaling or, appearing to do the right thing. But in the long run, you're just tying a noose around your neck.
Seems to be. I mean, because how many now Muslim MPs do they have, or Islamic, or whatever you want to call them?
Well,
I mean, there's several dozen, aren't there?
Like, well, there's many, but I mean, Sadiq Khan is the mayor of London, and has been for quite some time now. And I don't see him going anywhere. And I guarantee you, I bet hard money on this, that when he retires, his replacement, the next mayor that'll be democratically elected, will be another Muslim, and so on and so forth in perpetuity.
Yeah. Right? And eventually you're going to get someone that pushes the whole Sharia law aspect for London. I mean, if it keeps going that direction, eventually it will end up there.
Well, what they do is they allow pockets of it, right? They turn they turn their back on some things that might happen because, hey, the mosque took care of it. Don't worry about it. But at the end of the day, what did that person do? Was it a sexual assault or something, and the mosque took care of it and he's been punished? What did he do? Because that's not on his permanent record. So he can go apply for a job as a delivery person or as a cab driver or something and get it, even though the mosque knows he did something that would prevent him from ever having that job. But he solved it under Sharia law. So you get little pockets of that around the country where, again, it's a two-tier system.
Yeah, well, hopefully this, because there's been, like you mentioned, quite a few protests from the English folk. We have the flag protests going on where they're painting flags everywhere and putting them up. And they've had a couple, pretty spontaneous big marches. And there's some real, promising organization developing. I just fear that they've reached a point where the government has gone mask off, and the government is just going to set them up in some way. I fear the powers that be will set them up, put them in a situation where they've been protesting and everything and then all of a sudden there's a conflict, and now they arrest 1,500 conservative British people.
Again, they just arrested 900,
exactly,
of the left, so why not? Now, in the limited amount of time we've got left, because you brought this up, next weekend on the 13th, Tommy Robinson is holding a rally in London that is expected to potentially see as many as 1 million people. It could be more, it could be less, I don't know, but it's going to be huge. And he has stressed to everyone, don't wear masks. If you come there with a mask, we're going to ask you to leave. Don't be violent. Show your best. Show that the people there just want peace. We just want our country back. They say you want your country back. Remember that song from that festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want their country back. No, you can't have that. No. They're going to take their country back. But folks, we got to go to break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. We'll be right back after this.
All right, we're on radio break.
All right. How you feeling, Doc?
Good.
You're jiving with it, man. You're doing good.
Yeah, I try to stay up on the news, so at least I'm relevant.
And I'd like to freestyle in that first segment. Like, we only covered maybe 2 or 3 articles in 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you did very, very well at that. It was very comfortable. Just, roll with it. Talk about whatever kind of thing.
Yeah. It is. It's gotten better for me over the years doing my show on Wednesdays with my buddy.
Mm. How long have you been doing that?
Oh man. We're on episode like 200 and something, and we do a show once a week. So probably 3 years now.
Okay. Yeah, 3-4 years. Cool.
He's an aspiring writer. Just moved up to the free state of New Hampshire, going up to the libertarian homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Good kid.
Is it though?
It is. It is getting there. They have done quite a bit. The Libertarians have basically taken over the entire Republican Party up there. Their state level representatives, like their federal representatives, are pretty terrible because they still have some lefty pockets in the cities to deal with. But their state government is fantastic.
I had Karlin Boroshenko on the show a few times. You know her?
Yeah, I know her. She's one of the ones they'd like to chase out.
Okay, she was fun.
She tends to be a little bit on the lefty side of the libertarian spectrum because libertarians are just like everybody else. We split right down left and right libertarians, and so she causes a lot of headaches for the Free State guys up there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't agree.
Oh man, we should almost brainstorm something for Willie really quick. I don't know, something you can do to him, something you can pull on him. You're with the fish and game warden. I don't know.
That's not my strong suit.
You know what I mean? Something.
Yeah.
Where I can be like, Willie, I know you want to talk about something, but I got somebody who wants to talk to you. I'm the game warden for your county. Wait, what county is that? Your county, Willie. I work for your county.
You are your county.
Yeah, I forget the name of the county I work for, but anyway, I don't know. If you come up with anything, brainstorm. It's always fun to just like blindside Willie with something when he thinks he's gotta like carry the whole show. We did it last week where Barry had a voice changer that made him sound like a whistleblower.
With the voice cover, yeah.
Yeah, so he was a whistleblower from the farm talking about how Willie mistreats his worms.
Worm abuse.
Yeah,
it's inhumane how he treats the cockroaches and crickets.
Yeah, his cricket milking procedures were just barbaric.
No, the cockroach milking and the cricket flour.
They do both.
Oh, that's funny. You make some cockroach milk and cricket flour pancakes.
Yeah. Well, leave it to him and worm hot dogs.
There you go. And then you can make corn dogs.
Oh boy. Now you're just making me hungry.
Oh.
But yeah, anything you can do to distract him from anything he wants to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's always good.
All right,
the more
here's
you
your
can distract
countdown.
him,
5,
the better.
4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Tonight we're hanging out with Dr. 42069. What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much. Doing well, well. Enjoying the conversation. Always a good time being here.
Where can people find you online?
Preferably the Twitters or Rumble or my favorite, Minds. Those are the places, Dr. 420. You can always check me out there. I do a show bi-weekly. I do one on crypto every Saturday, and I do kind of just a cultural discussion with my good buddy from New Hampshire, Joker the Fool, every Wednesday.
Okay, let's see here. That's good. Everyone go check out Doctor out there. He's making waves, doing really good crypto analysis. As a matter of fact, if you want to just take a few minutes to talk about the state of crypto right now, go for it.
Well, things are moving along in the regulation sphere and the business side of things. The market, depending on who you talk to, the market is either ready to go up to unbelievable heights or it's nearing the peak of this cycle. But I tell you, the most exciting part for me is there's a couple products that have hit the market that are real solutions to real problems that I think have the potential to really bring blockchain technology to the mainstream. World Mobile has gone 100% nationwide in the United States with their mobile service. And with their service, your data is 100% protected. It's your data. It doesn't get collected and sold to someone else because of their blockchain mechanism. So
it's a mobile phone company?
Yep.
Okay, and like, what are their rates like?
I would say probably within comparison. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers, but I would say they're within comparison. So, I think it was between like the two different numbers I remember are like there was a $60 and like a $90 package, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because like a lot, basically, it's not incredibly difficult to get a carrier package. Like if you want to offer mobile service, you can get a deal with like Verizon to piggyback their network.
Right.
Which they're
this
probably
system,
almost certainly doing with one like network or another, right?
No, that's how they're able to secure your data. They have their own system. They have
really their own towers and everything.
They actually pay people through like the way that the network's set up. You get rewarded for running a part of the system. So there are people who have the towers set up on their homes. There's businesses that have them. There's Aerostat down in Texas, which is basically just a big hot air balloon with a transmitter on it. And they have a deal that they've done with Starlink to use Starlink as well.
Oh, wow. So basically they mail you the hardware. You sign up and say, hey, I'm in a dark spot. Send me the hardware. I'll put it up on my roof.
Yep, and you get rewarded for. Now there's a cost involved, an initial setup cost, but the initial pass. I mean, some of the passes now to set up a unit are, I think, selling between 30 and 60,000 for to run one of the full industrial or commercial grade size ones, but you can run anything from a small node all the way up to a big one. They haven't got to the full production end of their individual nodes yet, but they went for the full scale commercial grade first and then working their way down. But it's one of the most amazing products I've ever seen.
And so you're saying that all your personal data as a user is then saved to the blockchain in some way where it's still private under a key, but you control it?
It's essentially the data moves through a blockchain encrypted, decentralized encryption protocol. So their blockchain moves the data, but it also does the payments and the transfers and all this stuff. And so nobody can see your data. It's completely secured. And if I remember correctly, there's coming down the line, there's going to be an option where you'll be able to opt in to allowing some of your data to be sold for a profit.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
that sounds interesting. I don't want to turn into an infomercial for this company, though.
No,
It sounds like
I
an
think
interesting business model, though. Yeah. So
it's the most
I thought I'd
amazing
ask you.
product I've seen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's dive into this article. This is kind of interesting. A document has been leaked in France where hospitals have been advised to prepare for a large-scale war by next year, to expect up to 50,000 people per month to be coming to their hospitals to be treated as sort of a backline defensive sort of measure. You know, put them on trains, get them out to France, get them healed up, send them back in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scary stuff. Scary stuff. What are they preparing for in Europe, folks? What are they thinking over there? Do they really just want to like take on Russia?
I think so. I mean, I think what they're probably preparing for is the possibility that America stops supporting Ukraine and
Mhm.
exits NATO. I think that's something they're preparing for, and if that happens, I think absolutely they fully plan on militarizing and taking the fight to Russia. I would.
Hmm.
It seems that way anyway.
Yeah, Russia is a really interesting country because I mean their GDP per capita is minuscule compared to the United States. It's like, I don't know, 15%, of what we make.
Yeah.
Do you ever play GeoGuessr?
The where you guess where people are from.
No. It's they drop you on a map somewhere on
Oh, it's
Google
okay.
Maps.
It's the map version. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
you got
know
to
of
figure out where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to figure out where you're at. If they drop you in Russia, man, it's obvious you're in Russia. I mean, it could be confused for Kazakhstan or some, post-Soviet, countries, but for the most part, man, you're in Russia. It's dilapidated. It's poor. The roads are blown up, right? I mean, there's some areas in the north part where, they maybe look like Finland, but it's just a blown up country. But Napoleon tried to march, into there in the winter and just got destroyed. It's so you have to cover so much territory. You have to push them back so far. But it's not that powerful. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy that we're even thinking that this is on the table, that they're going to go to war with Russia.
I think it's the people in charge there that are the same kind of people that want to bring all these replacements in for their own people. I don't think they really have the forethought, like the long-term thinking as to, we got to think about what's the consequences of remilitarizing, what's the consequences of getting into a fight with Russia. I think they're really just thinking about the next 15 months. I don't think they're planning down the line, because if they were, they would see that it would be in their best interest to work with Russia. It would give
what's
them
interesting though,
cheap energy.
and I'm sorry to, I don't want to end your thought there, but gosh, I mean, you think about it this way, man. The Bilderberg and all these, different organizations are out there. The World Economic Forum, they want communism.
Some form of it, yeah, for sure.
If you lose a war to Russia real easy and you just surrender, you got communism tomorrow. You can get it in a month.
I think the EU is already communist for the most part. Like, Russia is a far more capitalist economy than what EU is.
But if you want a one-world government with a communist foundation, Russia just takes over all of Europe, and boom, you've got it.
I don't think that's the case. I think they.
Right.
I mean, Russia for the most part, at this point, is anti-communist as far as the general population. But as far as like, if Russia were able to make a deal with Germany at some point, that it's too much power in that area for them. Like,
I hear you, but I'm just saying this is kind of like a crazy, sneaky backdoor where Russia takes over all of Europe, the UK, all just get it all, and then all of a sudden, boom, Putin dies. The western part of Russia now is in control. They put in their own powers, and now they control everything from, France to basically Japan or Alaska. You know?
Yeah. I mean, but I would see that if that
Crazy
just based
stuff.
on what I know about those people.
But anyway,
it's-
I want you to finish that thought, but we've got to go to break, folks. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
All right, we're on
Interesting
radio
thought, though.
break.
Yeah, no,
Interesting thought.
I get I understand exactly what you're saying. I think if that were to happen, you would have a Russian nationalistic empire versus a communist empire.
I agree.
Just based on the
that's
people
thing,
that are
though.
there.
Once it's all under one control of one government, then boom, they just they usurp who's ever in power and put their own systems in place.
Oh, eventually, yeah, of
No,
course.
it wouldn't be. It would be called the empire. All right.
The Russian oligarch would have no, like, the deep state of Russia would have absolutely no power in this new system, even though they're the conquerors, right?
I think that's why they chose China, though, because the Chinese people are very bureaucratic like that. They're fine with that. The Russian people are much more hardened to the communist way, and I think they're much more resistant, especially the new Russians. The old Russians maybe not so much, but the newer, younger Russians who have come up to power under Putin, they're very nationalistic, very Russian Orthodox Christian types, and then they really would rather see the Tsar come back than communism.
Exactly.
But I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I've been wrong many a time before.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready, and I'm gonna bring up the next room here in about a minute or so.
Alrighty.
The thing is, though, like, you know, if push comes to shove, half of Europe would probably surrender in a second. You know.
I think so. I think most of Europe would.
Oops, our bad. Sorry. Come on in.
Well, they've invited everyone else in. Why not?
Right. The frog-eating surrender monkeys.
So true. So true.
Oh, God.
How much time we got, Mark?
Until we go over to the other side, probably about a minute and a half, because I want to make sure that when we come over, we have enough time.
If you need to go somewhere,
to go, to leave out on the 50.
If you need to go to the restroom or something,
yeah, we got plenty of time
for that. I can just drop you the
that.
link to the next room.
Yeah,
we don't go back live until
quick.
5 after. Yeah, 5 after is when we go live again.
All right, perfect. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, he just wanted the hey, I got to take a leak.
Oh, okay.
Can I go? he didn't want the whole breakdown.
Yeah,
of,
this is like
a
a 10-minute break.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Roger says nothing worse than a smelly frog. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, good God, Roger, man! I think of the guy. I want to reply to him, and he turns my mind to filth and dirt.
Yeah, well,
I just want to say the filthiest things back to him, and it's just not right.
No, he can turn that off with a switch real easy, but he thinks because it's the after show that oh well,
Yeah, I know.
So,
we're on commercial break, and I could have made a very like. I'm glad I didn't say it. I thought my first thought it was something that was going to be very offensive and rude.
Yep. Anyways, I'm going to end this group.
Right, let me hang up then.
All right. I'm going to end the meeting and I'll start the next one. Where is Willie? Here's Willie.
Oops.
Call him Willie now.
Okay.
Hopefully
Oh, there it is.
we'll get him in, and
Hey! Oh!
he's not here just yet.
Oh! Hey!
There he is.
Hey, man.
Hey, you
Hey.
done run everybody off again there, Willie. What are
Well,
you doing?
Dang it, Willie.
Well, hey, it looks like it, man. And ain't no Yotivation Nation and ain't no Bullhorn Barry. What y'all done with them folks? Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
We done replaced him, Willie.
Yeah, well, I don't see
I
no
did what they
replacement.
call I did what they call I traded up. Okay.
I don't see nobody in there.
Well, you ain't looking hard enough now, is you?
Yeah, well,
Better get your
How did you enjoy
spectacles on there, buddy.
How did you enjoy the first hour, Willie? Was that a good first hour? Did you
man,
like it?
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, that first hour, that was without a shadow of a doubt the best episode ever.
Yeah, I
Man,
mean,
y'all was
we-
funny. Y'all was right on time and to the point, man.
Funny.
we broke news too. We broke news.
When were we
Yeah,
funny in the first hour? Whoa,
A
whoa.
lot of news out there, man. A lot of stuff going on in this world. It's
Mhm.
crazy. It's hard to keep track of all of it.
Willie, you didn't listen to the first hour. I know you're
Not
lying.
at all.
Yeah, what?
Why?
How, son? Ha ha. No, hey, I was
We got your number,
researcherizing.
buddy. We know
Hey, I
your
was
number.
Hey, I was researcherizing stuff, man.
Oh my
Hey,
God! Research.
yeah, no, hey, I was talking. Hey, it ain't the Earth ain't flat, man. It's round, but it's a lot bigger than what we've been being told, man.
Yeah,
Hey, 'cause,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. You don't
yeah,
have to
no.
talk.
No, it's
Yeah,
hollow.
no, yeah,
Like your
hey,
head.
that too. Yeah, that too, man. North of Asia, you go into the inner Earth, man.
That's
Hey,
right.
but
There's
besides that,
stairs
man,
to go down there, and they even have an escalator, an elevator, and you can even ride the chute, buddy. Have you ever rode the chute?
No, man.
Yeah, it's like a
Hey,
slide, a big giant slide. Man, it's nice. It's great. I do it like once or twice a week. It's a pain in the ass coming back out of there, though. There's so many damn stairs, but sometimes, because they charge you extra for taking the elevator or the escalators. But I'm a cheap bastard. I learned that from that other guy that used to be on here a lot. I think his name was Barry. But anyway.
Yeah, but they got lands, man, called the Ancestral Republic and the ancient lands of Anak and the
Yeah.
Neptunian Ocean and Germania.
Good girl. Those are bad.
Yeah, no, man. Hey,
Those
and
guys out there are
Passadia,
bad. You don't
and
want nothing to do
Libras.
with them.
Hey,
You don't
and
want
then they
nothing
got
to do with them.
and then they got one called John's Dog.
They'll eat you. They'll eat you.
John's dog.
You don't want to go out to them.
Ah, John's Dog.
John's dog.
The land of John's
when
Dog.
you go to the inner Earth there, Willie,
Sorry.
you should take yourself a fishing pole with you and next time you go. It's great for fishing for that giant megalodon. Yeah. That's where
I am
it's been hiding all
surrounded
along.
By coyotes right now, man. It's crazy. I'm hearing them howling like crazy out there.
Y'all got coyotes out there?
Yeah, and dog.
Oh
man.
yeah, man. It's spooky right now. They're really making a hollering out there, man. And I got my dog Blue. I don't want them surrounding my dog. I let her out sometimes at night.
Yeah. Anyways, under 30 seconds now. Did you get him back?
Okay. Well, I gave him the link.
Okay, Willie. If he's not there, here's the countdown. 5, 4,
It's all right, I'm here.
3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show for Sunday, September 7th, 2025. And if you're a regular to the show, you always know that we invite in one of the biggest, lunatics on the planet into the show for the next 20 or so minutes. We love him to death. Willie Lee, how you doing out there, man? What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, what y'all done with everybody, man? Hey, we're Bullhorn Barry and Yotivation Nation. Hey, y'all run them off, man.
Willie, I told you, you run off Yotivation Nation last week. She said after the show she was so upset with you she could not come back for a little while.
What, man? Hey, I got a email, man. I got an email from Saul Good Enterprises, man. Hey, he tells me, man, that I'm gonna be in some kind of trouble or something or another, man. Hey, apparently they some kind of defamation, defamation suit.
Yeah,
defamation.
that means
suit.
lying.
I ain't
That
never
means
heard
lying.
of no defamation suit.
It's the same. Just instead of saying defamation, think to yourself lying.
Yeah,
okay,
but
lying. Defamation equals lying, Willie. You lied.
Well, it says here that that I have to apologize to Aunt Mama Lou, and so or I won't be in all kind of big time trouble or something, man. Hey, but there's all kind of stuff going on in the news I want to talk about. Hey, but let me go ahead. Hey, there, Doc. Hey, Doc 69. We're Doc 69. Hey, you there, man?
I'm here, Willie. How are you?
Yeah, hey man, hey, it's good to see you. Look at him. Hey, how you been doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah,
How them worm accusations coming along? I heard you were accused of some things the other night.
Yeah, no, hey,
we'll get into that a little bit later. I want to do a deep dive into Willie's worm farm in about 4 minutes from now, at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, no,
because Willie has really been abusing his, cleanliness and ethical treatment of insects.
Hey, they've been accusing me of being being mean to my worms and being mean. Man, you can't be mean to no worms. You can't be mean to no crickets, man. Hey, look, hey, Doc.
This just in. I just read something from the EP. It says that all of your pea jugs were confiscated because they're contaminated. What's going on, Willie?
Yeah, man. Hey, that's old news. Anyway, man. Hey, you cramping my style, man. Yeah, you
what do you
cramping
mean
my
old
style.
news?
I got.
He just said this is breaking news, Willie.
This is the first I'm hearing.
It's breaking news.
That's old news, man. That's some stuff they come
It's
up with
old
last
news.
week and all that, man. Y'all trying to incriminate me.
Our producer just interrupted the show to say it's breaking news. I think it happened again. Now tell us about the contaminants in your pea jugs.
No, hey, hold on, man. I got stuff. I got goings on, man. I need to do this apology, man. Hey, but first off, I need to talk to Doc. I need to. Hey, Doc's in. I think Doc is in Georgia or something somewhere, man. Hey, I need to go see Doc because I got some ailments, man. Hey, but look at him. I got this. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? I, Willie Lee the Fifth, do hereby, under no duress, apologize to Aunt Mama Lou for any and all insinuations and or allegations that I have made that Aunt Mama Lou is in any way complicit with any and all criminal activities that I have alluded to on numerous occasions. Okay, hey, so that's gonna get me out of hot water. That's my.
Right, so that's what you're gonna. So you're gonna apologize to her, and that's what you're gonna say. That's pretty good.
That was
no.
My apology,
you said
man.
You had to apologize to Aunt Mama Lou.
Yeah, well, hey, all I had to do is read it.
No, she's not here tonight, Willie. No, she's not here. She's probably not listening. Willie, you got to apologize to her. That wasn't apologizing to her. That was just reading an apology that you're going to give her on the air to see if we like it or not. And I like it. Doc, did you like it?
It was a solid apology.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
All Saul.
I think you should read that to her. That's perfect.
Well,
Willie.
I don't know.
Great job.
I don't know. I think you should have Saul Good's lawyers take a look at that and have them redo it for you there, Willie.
No, hey, they the ones that sent it to me, and they told me that I had to read it just like that, man. Hey, and hey, look at him. They got a fella. They got a fella. He's a Buffalo man. I think. I think and I thought that he was like a half Buffalo and half man, but he was a Buffalo man, and the Buffalo man, he was indicted after allegedly trying to kill his girlfriend with a shovel. And I got to reading up on it, man. Hey, and he ain't a Buffalo man at all, man. Hey, he come from a place called Buffalo.
I was just gonna say that. Why are you confusing that? You're making that so confusing.
Hey, no, cause no, cause hey, Aunt Mama Lou got a sister. We call her Buffalo Woman. Howdy, people. Hey, they crazy, man. No, yeah, hey, she's a Buffalo Woman. I call her Buffalo Woman. And hey, Aunt Mama Lou got 23 sisters, man. Hey, and Buffalo Woman is one of them. Bethany, Bethany is Methany. She's a crackhead. What she is, man. Hey, no.
We're gonna end up owing somebody else an apology. Not
right.
Hey, but our Buffalo Woman, she's a scammer, man. She went Aunt Mama Lou's sister. She's scamming people. Hey, what she'll do, man? She'll go down there to the boat ramp. Hey, and she'll take a little thing of oil that she's got, and she's got metal shavings in the oil, and then she'll pour it on top of the boat motors where they ain't looking, man, and she'll say, hey, golly, look at yonder. Hey, you got a leak. You got an oil leak and they metal shavings in there. Man, I can fix that for you. Hey, just bring it over to my shop. Hey, all she got to do is take a rag, wipe the oil off, and she say, I'm done. And then she charged them $300. I ain't even took the thing apart. Hey, that's how they do scamming, man. Hey,
that sounds like she's from the Ozarks.
Yeah, no, hey, her other sister, Methany, hey, she scams these fast food places, man. She'll get her a free meal. And what she'll do, man, she'll go in
Willie, hello,
hey,
Willie, this is Saul.
Saul good.
Saul good. Willie, this is me, Saul.
Yeah, hey, hello? Saul, I read.
You are defaming Bethany. It's not Methany, first of all. It's Bethany. Okay, and you're defaming her as well, and she is part of my class action suit against you. Now, you have to read the apology to Aunt Mama Lou. You can't just read it on the air. You got to give it to her personally on the air, and you also have to pay $2 million into the fund to help her survive her diabetes part 3.
Yeah. Yep, I diabetes. No, hey, that's something else I was gonna get around to, man. Hey, I took all the money I had because Saul good, man. Saul good. You crooked too, man. You know you are because you got all my money, all my Bitcoin money,
Willie,
and all my other money.
You. I don't think that I can't afford a really good lawyer because I can. Okay, because I have your money.
Yeah, no, well, hey, look at him. I got other stuff going on, man. Hey, we ain't got but just a couple of minutes or whatever. Hey, Saul good. Look at him.
Hey, hold on here, there, Willie. Hold on. No. Doc was talking about that new coin that was coming out, the chicken jockey coin. Yeah, he says it's hot, man. He said you should buy some.
Yeah, definitely get you some chicken jockey.
Hey, I'm going to dare run told you, man, if there was such a thing as a chicken jockey coin, I would buy it. Hey, I got a penguin coin that I bought, man. Hey, they got such a thing as a cryptocurrency. This is money, but it ain't money. It's pretend money, but it ain't no different than the money that you got in your pocket that you get down from the bank, man. It's just pretend money. It ain't based on nothing. All they do is they print it and print it and print it, and if somebody says they like it, then they're going to buy it. They're going to participate is what it boils down to, man. Hey, but I'm telling y'all getting me sidetracked. Hey, here's what I want to know. I wanted to ask Bullhorn Barry, but y'all done run Bullhorn Barry off, man. Hey, but I'm going to tell y'all something else, too, just real quick, man. The Pleiadians is coming, man. Hey, they on that spaceship, and they sitting there watching us right now at that AI-13 or whatever it is, man. Hey, it's going to be here come October. Well, they saying it might be here, then they're saying it might not be here, and all this other kind of stuff, man. Hey, but
I don't know, Doc. You want to take this one?
Yeah, no. Hey,
I'm all about the aliens. Bring it on. Let's go.
Yeah,
Bring them down here. Let's go. More people for Willie to sell his
Willie got
words
himself an alien lover.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous now.
They made
Yeah,
babies.
Yeah, no, hey, this thing is called the 3-Eye Atlas or 31 Atlas, man. It's supposed to, they thought it was going to come to Earth, man. Hey, but it's expected to reach its closest point to the sun on October the 30th of 2025, passing just inside the Mars orbit. Then it will exit the solar system, but all that's a lie. I'm telling y'all, man, hey, I got first-hand knowledge of what all's going on, man. Hey, all that is a lie. It is going to come and it is going to land. Hey, but the thing is, though, it ain't really going to come and it ain't really going to land. It's all something called what they call Project Blue Beam. Y'all Googleize it, man. Hey, I done researcherized all of it, man. Project Blue Beam. It's all going to be fake. Look at him. They're gonna try to do what they done with that whole COVID thing, man, and trick the whole world into something that ain't true. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I tell you, it's all gonna be a bona fide lie.
So
hey,
Project Blue Beam, if I'm not mistaken, is a government operation where they can simulate things happening in the sky, and anyone would look up and think there's a ship up there when really it's just laser beams and whatnot that are.
So maybe they can convince us to all join one world government. Isn't that the plan?
There you go.
Hey, y'all heard it here first out there in Radio Land. Hey, if y'all hear reports of spaceships up in the sky, it ain't true. It's a lie. That rhymed. I'm a poet and didn't know it, man. If you hear something about something up in the sky, it's a lie.
It's probably
and Willie is
trying to escape.
Willie's a bona fide secret agent man too, so he knows things.
I got connection, man. Hey,
that's because he's got an alien girlfriend. She's telling him all the secrets.
Hey, and they got this certain group that they wear masks, man. Hey, I get a lot of information from them too, man. Hey, somebody messes with somebody, man. Hey, we can find out who they are. Hey, but y'all get me all kind of sidetracked and everything else that's going on. I wanted to ask Bullhorn Barry. Hey, but Bullhorn Barry ain't here because
he couldn't make it tonight, Willie.
Yeah, he's the smart one, man. He's the
one
that
by on Wednesday. Come by on Wednesday. He'll be there for you.
Wednesday, hey, I might bust in on you, man. Don't tempt me. But what I wanted to know, man, is here's what I wanted to know. Hey, I'm looking right. Hey, Doc. Hey, I know Doc's smart. Hey, Doc. Here's what I want to ask you, man. Hey, doctors are smart. You know what I mean? Hey, here's what I want to know. Hey, they got such a thing called the 22 Amendment, and it says that a president can only run for like 2 terms, man. Hey, but Donald Trump, he's trying to get $15 donations to get to heaven. Donald Trump, hey, that's a true story, man. I ain't lying.
What?
Yeah, huh?
$15 donations.
For president of heaven?
Yeah. He's got him a campaign.
That's new to me, Willie. That's new to me.
That sounds like you got hit up another one of them scam phone calls. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, man. Hey, y'all Googleize it. Hey, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Hey, I'm telling you,
Did the guy
man,
who called you have a heavy Indian accent?
Yeah, no. Hey, that's another story, man. Hey, that's another story. I got the representative for the King of Nigeria. Me and him's been talking too, man.
Well, you can totally trust him.
Hey, I sent him a bunch of money too. But hey, no, y'all Googleize it, man. Donald Trump.
That's the thing, Doc. The King of Nigeria is a good guy. It's his kids that are up to no good.
Yeah, it's the representative.
The Prince of Nigeria, no bueno. The King, good guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Legitimate.
Yeah. Hey, all y'all got to do is Googleize $15 donations to get to heaven, and it'll pop up, man. And y'all find out all about Donald Trump. Yeah, hey,
Googleize Donald Trump straight to heaven. Absolutely. Donald Trump straight to heaven.
Hey,
it's a good charity. It's a very good cause. Very good cause.
I'm trying to get to heaven. Hey, no, that's a true story, though, man. I want to know, though. Here's what I wanted to know is how he thinks that he can run for a 3rd term. And would you vote for him? Hey, I'll be honest with you. Hey, he doing a bunch of dumb stuff, man. Hey, but he doing a lot of stuff right too. All that mess that he's doing down there, Alligator Alcatraz, and wanting to open up regular
Smart.
Alcatraz in
Smart.
San Francisco, and all that.
You're just jealous he has a whole farm of alligators to put around in Alcatraz. That's what it is.
So does Willie, actually.
Yeah, no, he got all kind of alligator. Okay. Hey, y'all Googleize it though, man. $15 donations to get to heaven. Hey, but here's something else I want to. Hey, here's something else I want to.
Please don't spend any money on that, folks. If you're listening to that, don't look that up. Don't give him money. It doesn't sound legit at all. Donald Trump does not need your $15 to get to heaven. I guarantee it.
$15 to heaven that's what the massage lady promises.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about there. Look at him. Hey, but no, hey, y'all look it up. Donald Trump, $15 donations to get to heaven. Hey,
do not give any money to that charity. I don't know what it is. I can't believe it's legitimate. So please, folks, take that with a grain of salt. It's coming from Willie, who we all know is a lunatic.
And hey, look at him. I am still accepting money. Hey, I make $32.33 off of selling feet pictures, man. I sell pictures of my feet, and people pays me money. All y'all got to do is contact me at willieleev@gmail.com, man. Hey, I got all kind of.
That's your website, right?
Yeah,
that's your website.
Yeah, I got all kind of stuff going on, man. Y'all want some feet pics, man? Hey, the more pictures you order,
Willie, nobody wants that. Let's not promote that kind of nastiness on my radio show. All right, you always try to interrupt me when I go out of the show. We got about 4 minutes left, Willie. Just a little bit under 4 minutes left. And every time I try to take us out, you scream about flat Earth. Okay? In the limited amount of time that we have left, I'd like to give you an opportunity to not just blurt out flat Earth at the end of the show, but to actually take a minute or two and talk about flat Earth and what it is, what it's not, all that kind of stuff. You got about 2 minutes left.
Hey, Philly's Karen. Y'all heard about Philly's Karen? She snagged that ball at the Phillies game. Hey, they still ain't found out what her real name is, man. They call her Richardson, somebody, Cheryl, but Cheryl said that wasn't her.
Well, we don't need to dox her on this show. Hey, we don't need to.
No. Hey, I seen that. Hey,
but she's a scumbag, man. Scumbag. What a loser.
She looked like Elizabeth Warren.
Sounded like her too.
She's the head of her home association,
Yeah. Hey, she looked like Elizabeth Warren. That's exactly who she looks like, man. Yeah. But you talk about flat Earth. Hey, I was trying to tell y'all about it a few minutes ago, man. Hey, they got the Earth is bigger. Hey, I got it proof, man.
Right.
And we got make
this is good that you bring this up because we have plenty of time to talk about it now. There's honestly a good amount of chunk of time to bring up a subject like this remaining in the show. So please go for it.
Yeah, I see what you're doing right there. I know exactly what you're doing. You idiot.
Well, I'm setting you up and telling you have a lot of time. You have a good amount of time to talk about this subject. Willie, the nice thing about the show is it's long form, right? It's long form. It's not like when you go on CNN and they just give you 2 minutes to talk. But anyway, you got 2 minutes left. Go.
Yeah. You get on my nerves now. I got stuff I want to tell y'all. Hey, no, this is true stuff, man. Hey,
flat Earth. Bring us up to speed, Willie, because we are curious. That's why I asked you with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna school y'all on flat Earth, man. Hey, it ain't that the Earth is flat. The Earth is a ball, but it's bigger than what people thinks it is, man. And there's an ice wall around it, and then there's unknown lands, man. I didn't studyarized it. You got Thoth, the moving islands. You got Libris, and you got Patadia, and you got Gemini, and you got all these other lands all around outside of the ice wall, man. The ancestral republic. Yeah, no.
So instead of a flat Earth, we're just like on top of the planet. We're like the North Pole, say, with like a little ring around it, and it seems flat, but when you go out into outer space, it looks round, right?
Yeah, hey, out there in Colorado land, man, they found a little figurine, and they have dated that thing to be 2 million years old, man. That's how old the Earth is. It's 2 million years old. It's older than 2 million years old, man.
It's part of your contract. You're not allowed to talk about the figurine in Colorado. That's part of your contract, Willie. You can't talk about that.
Hey, then there's
Saul. Yeah, so he can talk about whatever he wants on my show. Okay.
Yeah, look, I
well, it's in his contract.
Yeah,
he can talk about whatever he wants on my show.
Hey, just real quick, man. This is
go ahead, real quick.
Man.
We got plenty of time.
There's a New Zealand woman. She holds a record.
Folks, we're out of time for this segment.
She holds a record.
Thanks so much for listening to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. We got to go to break. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, man, it wasn't.
Too late. You didn't get it in.
It wasn't even time.
It was.
It wasn't even time. You went out too early, man. No,
you went out right on time,
clock, man.
Hey, you see that rat? Huh? No. Yeah, there's a rat up there.
Yeah.
Oh man. What do you think, Doc?
Oh, it's always entertains. Always entertains, Willie. Always entertains.
I don't know how he got up there, but I seen him. Got a damn rat trying to get in the house. Yeah, I seen him. Need to kill his
friggin' Mickey Mouse, Disney, infesting your home. That's a good metaphor for the Disney Channel and children.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
How you got up there?
A mouse infesting your home.
No, we got this aquarium in the window, and we watched the birds and the squirrel come in the aquarium.
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of it. I know.
Yeah, somehow a rat got up in there. I don't know how he climbed all the way up there. I know how the squirrels get up there. I don't know how the rat got up there.
That's good eating, Willie.
Is he?
Yeah, you can't get down.
Get the gun and shoot him.
Yeah, that's how
Put him
you
in a
take
pot.
care of the rat.
Kebabs.
You want
Fatten them up first.
We used to hunt them.
So Willie, they're trying to raise. Oh, sorry about that.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, Willie, they're trying to raise $1 billion for Joe Biden's library. And we'll probably open with this, Doc.
Okay. That's entertaining.
You can look that up for real. $15 donations trying to get to heaven. That's a real thing.
Trying to get Donald Trump to heaven.
Yeah, Googleize it, man.
That's ridiculous. That's like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of.
Well, Google it. I got the article, but
it can't be nearly as bad as his crypto coin. I know he didn't personally have anything
I was really
to do with
hoping
it,
you were going to try to sell Willie chicken jockey coins. That would have been so great. You know,
the idea of a chicken jockey is hilarious. So chicken jockey coin, I could see actually existing.
Yeah, the chicken jockey coin. Yeah,
I actually
we're swapping them out for worm coins.
Yesterday.
You know,
how was that?
Is that where that came from?
Terrible. Yeah. Chicken jockey. Yeah. That's Was it any good?
Just Google
it
$15 to get to heaven. And it just popped up, $15 to get to heaven. Donald Trump asked for $15 donations to get to heaven. That's under Newsweek. People.com, People Magazine, Donald Trump asked supporters for donations.
Don't give money to
that.
Don't give money to that. That's the last thing he needs money for. I mean,
the Independent Trump fundraiser asked $15.
Let him take the money from the cartels.
Just want to say hi to Svetlana over in the D-Live chat. She's been pretty active.
Svetlana. It's a hottie name. You sound like a hottie. Svetlana.
Yeah.
We love her. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this picture of this like beautiful Ukrainian girl who was murdered on that train. My Lord,
it was horrific. I couldn't watch it.
My Lord.
Hey, even Snopes says that it's true.
Snopes.
Trump emailed asked for donations so he could get to heaven. See, true story.
God, that would be.
That's got to be somebody running a.
I can't believe he would do that. There's just no. That's just like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
30 seconds, guys.
It's up there with the P tape, Willie. It's up there with the P tape.
And anyways, this is from her D Live page, and you know, she's on Minds. You can look her up.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I appreciate you guys. We'll talk.
Love you, Willie. Yeah,
good
you're
one,
awesome,
Willie.
man.
Look,
We'll see you soon.
Look out, cats, dogs, and kids. Here comes your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and back on the radio side, like right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition, where tonight I've got with me Dr. 420. What's going on, Doc?
Not too much. Always love talking with Willie. He's always an entertainer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like I said, he's a lunatic.
It's great. My favorite kind of people.
He plays it well, man. He plays it well. He's the kind of lunatic you want to throw back a couple of beers with on a Friday night. You know, he's just, and don't get me started. Anyway, let's dive into another lunatic. Here's a story about Joe Biden trying to raise $1 billion for his presidential library. Kamala left the DNC, $15 million in debt. They've got no money. Nobody's donating to anybody on the left right now because they're all idiots, right?
Right. Yep.
Zuckerberg, right? He said what Donald Trump did. He gave $400 million to the Democrats to have those drop box, you know, to flip 2020 for Joe Biden. Today, he wouldn't give him the time of day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty interesting how it, I don't know if it's going to affect them long term, like the political world, like as far as like the Democratic Party not existing, but the money factor is a huge problem for them, because that's how they win. They just outspend. That's how they do it.
It's drying up big time.
Yeah, that could be a serious problem for them. But again, Biden, somebody's going to give his family money for that thing because they owe him for a favor. Like that guy was so corrupt. Who knows how that's going to go as far as who's going to give money to his library.
Let's say I'm some billionaire and I know I owe Joe a big one, and you know I should probably give him $100 million. But the guy's senile. He doesn't even know. It's money out the window at that point. It's like giving. It's like you owe the fence post at the end of your block $100, and you walk by it every day, and you're like, I'm not going to pay you.
Yeah, no, that could happen. That could, but I think there are still some skeletons in the closet. You know what I mean? I think the boy has some knowledge that nobody wants getting out there. Sure,
and he's a vile little F-bomb dropper in his interviews lately, right?
He's horrible.
No one you'd want to be seated next to in a restaurant.
No,
right?
I wouldn't want him associated with the Democratic Party if I were the Democrats.
But what choice do they have? Like you say, he's got the keys, he's got the power.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
He inherited it, and anyway, but the thought of him raising $1 billion for his library is really tough. That's what Kamala spent on the entire election, right?
Yep. A little over, actually, but
yeah, but you get my point, though, and they all freaked out because it just sucks so bad.
Yeah.
But for him to raise this kind of money, I've made a prediction, and I'm willing to stand by it. Obama has $1.5 billion for his library, and his library is a shambles on the south side of the city of Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen this thing?
Yeah, it's horrendous.
It looks like a prison. It's ugly. It's just a work in progress that just looks like they're getting ripped off by every contractor in every way possible, and every union, and everything is just like, we want it all, and they give it to them, and so the thing's never going to get finished. It should be up by now. He's been out of office for 8 years. Why isn't his library up and running? Why, right?
Probably another scam on his part, I would imagine.
Who knows?
Right.
Joe Biden gets out of office 4 years before Trump. I guarantee Trump's library is finished and spectacular 2 years after he's out of office.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
And Joe Biden's won't even have broken ground.
I can see that.
Obama's still going to be like half finished, and you can go in, it's open, but there's a bunch of yellow tape around and scaffolding. And don't go over here, don't go over there. It's not going to be like a finished product. Donald Trump's library will be up and running and brilliant and beautiful before Obama's or Biden's are up and running and brilliant and beautiful. Guaranteed.
And I could see that happening. I mean, like you said, the funding mechanism for the Democrats is in deep question right now because they've performed so badly. So that is a legitimate possibility, and that would be culturally just a devastating blow to the Democrats. That would just be terrible for them.
I would honestly make a bet that he's already got it all mapped out, planned out. He's got the land. He's got it all ready to go.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I think the day he steps out of office, he's going to snap his fingers and everything's already going to be paid for, ready to go, and they're just going to start breaking ground the next day. And realistically, a building like that should take in the hands of a professional like a year to build. So the more I think about it, the more I think
depending on the art, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that thing will be up and running in no time whatsoever. Did you see the story the other day that came out when Donald Trump had disappeared for a couple days? It's a great meme. He discovered that somebody had cracked a big thing of marble in the Rose Garden.
Yeah, I saw that. He had the breakdown of the minute and the hour and the video to go with it. And yeah.
He said, "Who the hell did this?" And then he got out the tapes and they played it back, and he found the dude and they had what is a fork jack, or what do they call it?
Mallet jack.
Yeah, and you can pull it around, and it had a wheel missing. And it went around a corner and just broke a piece of this beautiful, marble that was very expensive. And they just moved on and didn't say anything. And so, he caught that on the dime and said, "Fix it." And that got fixed. That's the kind of attention to detail you just don't see.
He's an old construction guy. That's
exactly
his mode. He loved. I remember when I was a kid, they would always interview him on the job sites. He was always on the job sites. Mm-hmm. So he is. Yeah, I think you're dead on there. I think once the ground gets broken, it'll be a matter of time before it's up. Yeah.
When's the last time we had a president with that much attention to detail? That, you know what I mean? I've never heard of that in my lifetime. That kind of I'm not going to stand for it. Who did this? Right. It's one thing. Remember that kid he brought out in his first term that mowed the lawn?
Yeah.
It's one thing if he leaves a little, didn't get it all, left a little edge of uncut grass. Okay, you can forgive him. But, hey, man, you guys are serious contractor working at the White House. I expect 100%, period.
Well, and that's the expectation difference. I mean, Trump actually has the expectation that America is a high-quality place and you will have high-quality standards when you're dealing with the White House. And that just has not been the case in my lifetime. So, I mean, it's a whole different perspective to come at things. And that's the one thing that Trump will forever have. No matter how these next couple of years ends up, he's always going to have the reputation of being a man who got things done. And that is just not something you hear of in politics these days.
Yeah. And okay, gosh, I wish I had this queued up a little bit better, but I'm not too far off on it. This is going back to the immigration issue. Okay, and I want you to hear Bill Clinton speaking about this back in the day when he was president. Bear with me 1 second.
Video screens. Disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants.
C-SPAN.
The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Oh,
See why that guy won.
Standing ovation, both sides of the house. Everybody stood up and clapped. Everybody on both sides, standing ovation for that. Bill Clinton. Boy, if you read that to a liberal today, they would think it's Donald Trump and it's a Nazi who said that.
Yeah. Some of the things that Clinton, his wife, said were a little even rougher than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me that Donald Trump basically is a 90s Democrat and he's running the Republican Party. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But that's kind of that's how things have gone in this country. The Democrats have basically become full-blown socialists, if not communists, at the key level, which is, their ground game. All of their young people are socialists.
New York City, man.
Exactly.
Mad Manny.
So anybody who actually believes in anything that's American is a Republican at this point, or a libertarian. And so it's you have a very interesting platform coming out of the Democrats, just because everything they do is anti-Trump. They're now like pro-crime, pro-illegal immigration, pro-drug companies, pro-China. It's very weird.
Yeah, Washington, D.C. hasn't seen, to my knowledge, as of yet, a single murder since Donald Trump enforced the law there.
Yeah.
Carjackings are down 90%. Mayor Bauer said, hey, this is working. I can't complain. Like, this is, my constituents are calling me left and right and saying, hey, this is great. I can drive through my neighborhood with my windows down.
Yep.
In the middle of summer. I could never do that
impressive for
before.
Washington, D.C. That's impressive for Washington, D.C. Very much so.
Yeah. But yet we've got these, awfuls marching through the streets of Washington, D.C., demanding more crime, demanding that they stop this. And we want murders and we want carjackings. And they're demanding an end to it. And they're all paid. They're paid. Many, many, many of these people are paid to be there. They get on buses and drive down from 3 states over.
Probably the same people that went to Kamala rallies.
The same people that went to all these things. It's a Crowds on Demand is a company that brings you crowds on demand.
Yep.
Right?
It's a real thing. It's common for the Democrats. They do it quite often, actually.
When they all have the same signs, right? They all have the same pre-made signs on the same wooden posts with the same, everything.
Yeah.
That's a paid protest. We saw
especially when they look professional.
Yeah, we saw it in exactly. In Epping in England, we saw this in Birmingham, where there was a bunch of protesters up there, and they all had English, London accents.
Yeah.
But they're not in London. They're in Northern England, which has a totally different accent. But how'd you get here? Well, they follow them back and they get on buses.
Yeah. Weren't even the police doing some escorting of protesters, if I remember correctly? So, yeah, correct. I mean, it's funny how the same things are happening all over the Western world. Very much, again, brings me back to that. It seems like it's from top down that they're trying to do these things.
Well, it's the Soros foundations. It's all of the Tides Foundation, the Open Society, the World Economic Forum. All these different organizations that are working together behind the scenes to try to bring a one world government into power so that they, with their Fortune 500 companies, can control the whole planet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like a corporatized version of communism. They want to just control everything top down, direct it from a center authority, and make sure that everyone's on the same page and, in their little hive mind. And it's kind of creepy, really, if you think about like what they write and what their goals are. It's very creepy.
Yeah. It comes from really good places, really good feelings, though, right? If there's only one country, if the whole world is just one country, then wars won't exist anymore, right?
Except for on the streets of London, where the Pakistanis and the Muslims are fighting one another,
Yeah, right. And again, let me get on this. UK banned guns. Okay, so now it's all about knives, and it almost reminds me of going back to like medieval times, where everyone carried a sword, and you did battle with swords. Yep. Like, is that better than just getting shot in the brain? Would you rather get like?
I don't know, man. I don't want my hand chopped off. I'm good.
Yeah. Would you rather get impaled by a sword and left on the battlefield to bleed out with your intestines everywhere? Right? Like.
Oof, yeah. No.
You get it,
but
though.
That's the way they're going. That's the way they're going.
It's like, it's not less violent to just go back to like medieval type weapons to fight each other, like that little girl in Scotland with the knife and the machete and the hatchet. Yeah. That's what it's coming to, though. And what memes came out of that, man? That was the most beautiful meme thing I've ever seen.
That was a good meme storm for sure. She inspired quite a bit in her country, though. Like, people are really fed up with what's going on over there.
Well, look, it's a 12-year-old girl that's being harassed by some dude who's got no business being in her neighborhood, and being left alone to harass her on her way home or to school or whatever she's doing. It's just unacceptable. I would be out of my brain if that was my kid.
It's terrifying that an entire country allowed their young people to be treated this way for decades. This stuff didn't just start happening. We just started finding out about it because of camera phones.
Well, I'll tell you, Tommy Robinson came out on the scene about 15 years ago and documented this stuff really well. And that's 15 years.
And he's paid the price. He's fought for it to get it to the mainstream for sure.
Oh, he spent 4 of those years in jail.
Yep.
In solitary confinement, by the way.
Yep.
Right? Just the worst type of torture you can do to a man. And again, next weekend, he's got this rally coming up in London that's going to be absolutely massive. And it's like when you walk into a January 6th, right? I would have happily gone to January 6th to see Trump in the outdoor at the mall.
Yeah.
But you gotta know, going down to the Capitol is a no. There are certain things that just feel and look like a setup.
Yeah, it worries me a little bit about what's going on over there. Like I've thought about this with the unplanned protests are a lot harder for them to infiltrate and do things. Just the spontaneous stuff. But when you do these big planned rallies, man, it's a target on your back for sure.
Well, it's like you get Antifa and all those crowds that just really are anarchists that want to see the system go down. So they go get their, English flags and they, dress the part and they go out there and, lead. They're the tip of that spear that starts the shenanigans that leads to another January 6th, which is exactly what happened here,
Oh, yeah. One side riled up and then they attack the cops and let things play out the way they're going to play out. That's, it's those. And of course, you're going to see agitators there. Hopefully, Tommy and his boys are well prepared for that, and the people that do show up are unmasked like he asked them to be. I mean, but the best you can hope for is that England really has become fed up, and there'll be enough good people there that the craziness can't happen. That's the best bet for them, is that there's enough people there to actually follow the rules.
And I cover a lot of the UK. You know what I mean? I really do. I sometimes feel like, do I really need to dive into this anymore tonight because we've covered it so much? Sorry if I'm making a little background noise. I apologize for that, folks. Let me put that back. But yet, at the end of the day, this is where the Magna Carta came from. This is Greece and Rome sort of were the, birthplace of democracy, but then, the UK sort of figured it out, and we, borrowed from them heavily, but implemented a Bill of Rights, and, the concept that our rights are
it does kind of seem like
God.
Yeah, it seems kind of like the progenitor of the United States. It's almost like our older brother in a way.
Exactly.
And
one of our parents or something.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for Americans to be attached to England. I think they are quite clearly our true greatest ally. Personally, I feel that. But the people over there are. I just feel for them because, again, like you said, so much of us came from them. Yeah. That it feels like they're hurting part of our family, the way that their government's treating them.
Well, and it's just got a 1,000-year history, and to watch this country with this 1,000-year history just crumble and fall into anarchy, and just what happens next? What's the next chapter here? Because I don't see anything good.
Yeah, if the reform guys and the UK I can't remember what the name of it is. It's the Rupert Lowe, his organization that's trying to raise up a more patriotic English persons.
Is that the one Tommy Robinson endorsed?
Yeah, they're not really a party. They're more of like just a group that's pushing for remigration and these things.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I know there's reform, but reform. I just don't trust Nigel. Guy, you want the power too much. I think you're going to cut the deal with the king to get the power.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. But I think that as long as the people are unified in their message, I think they can get to the place where America is. It's just going to take them a little longer because they don't have as many of the guarantees and legal avenues as we did. It's going to take them a little longer, I think. But I think they'll get there. I think guys like Carl and Tommy are serious about changing things.
Yeah. And I hope it works out for them. I really do. It's just one of those things that I just watch them committing suicide. Europe, large parts of it are just committing suicide. And they don't seem to, in America, it's very, very different. Yes, we have, Dearborn, Michigan, we've got Minnesota. We've got a couple big enclaves of Muslims. But England and Europe, they're getting mostly Muslim immigrants. Right. It's a very different thing than getting Christian or Catholic immigrants from Central America. We share the same religion.
Yeah. It's and same European foundations, really.
Yeah, it's family first, and all that kind of stuff. It's very, and not that Muslims aren't family first. It's just they fall under a very different.
Well, it's a different definition of what their family is, really. The way that they come at it, but culturally, Christianity and Islam are just really not compatible, and it's proven that throughout history. And to import a bunch of people who believe the things that you don't believe threatens to destabilize your culture, and that's exactly where England is right now. They're at a tipping point. So if the conservatives can't rally together, you're right, they are in serious danger. I have some pretty heavy faith in the guys that are fighting for England. Yeah, because they have the right way about them.
Yeah, it's just going to come to a tipping point at some time here in the near future. It really is. There's no way around it.
For sure.
It's got to be fixed. Putting all of them into, as I mentioned in the first hour, there's a talk of the UK closing down many of these migrant hotels and pushing them into retired military bases where they've got the bunk beds and everything. They can set them up just fine, like the military would be just fine. If that happens, it's kind of an insane end game. You know, I mean, think about it. You've got all of a sudden all these military-aged men living on a military base in England.
Yeah, that's the first thought that crossed my mind when you said it. Right? I was like, you're going to put all of these guys on the military bases.
Yeah.
All of these young men who are military aged. Kind of makes me wonder if they're not going to go ahead and draft all of them and send them to Ukraine to fight Russia.
Well, that could be a thing. Would they do it, though?
Yeah,
I mean, do they give a crap about Ukraine? They could care less. They just want to see infidels fighting each other. That's beautiful to them.
Yeah, that would be the end of England, I think, if that happened. If they put those guys in the military, they would turn right around on England, I think.
But anyway, it's going to be an interesting thing to watch go down over there, folks. It's why I bring so much attention to it, because really, like, watch the videos next week. Go next week when you get up on I think it's Saturday or so, it's the 13th. Find some live streams from England of the UK rallies. It's gonna be very interesting. It really is. Again, they 900 people from this Palestine protest they rounded up? Were they just setting precedent? Yeah. Right? Were they setting precedent to do it again? To Tommy's rally? Was that just a two-tier thing? Yeah, it's a two-tier thing. Practice on these guys. We won't throw the book at them, but next week, man, we're gonna have our practice down and throw the book at them.
Yep. It very well could be, because they are getting it. They are, like we said earlier, the government is getting it from both ends. The conservatives and the left are not very happy. So,
yeah. Well, anyway, folks, let's get to wrapping it up here. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Doc, it's been an absolute honor and a pleasure to have you with me tonight. You're going to be here next Sunday night too, if all goes well.
If all goes well, I shall be here next Sunday. Yes.
All right, cool. Where can people find you online?
Best place is, of course, on Twitter, Doctor420, or X, as they call it these days, and also on Rumble, and, of course, my favorite platform, Minds.com, at Doctor420.
Awesome. Folks, I will be back on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're always on every Sunday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And every Wednesday at 6. So come check us out on Wednesday night when Mark does a marathon session, our producer Dragus production marathon session on Wednesday night. All the best content, all the best things you want to know about the world. Thanks so much for listening. We will see you on Wednesday.
Great show, guys. Thanks.
Excellent. Right.
We got about.
I'll talk to you guys next Sunday.
We got about a minute. Do you want to do an after show?
Yeah, you want to pop into the after show for a few minutes?
I won't be able to, but
okay,
I
cool.
appreciate the offer.
No problem.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I may or may not. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. What do you got, Mark?
It's just going to be you and me, it seems. I don't know.
Yep. I'm going to hang up.
Well, let's just call it a night.
All right. Okay, cool.
And then I'll catch up with you Wednesday.
All right, cool.
All right. Great show.
All right, man. All right. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll get this up and out. All right.